the Rockets lose a tough primetime game to the Kings, but is a Jalen Green All-Star berth on the horizon? Let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Summit State of Mind podcast, powered by J-Bar M Barbecue, minutes from Toyota Center over in East Downtown. Make sure to go check them out. $2 wells, $5 margaritas. You know, the best spot to grab a drink.
Oh, hey, barbecue smack, too.
You already know.
You already know, man.
You already know. It's me. It's Main Event JP, and I'm here with the Big Oos, DJ.
What's up, man?
Man,
Right,
you know that
we got to talk about it.
last night was a tough game.
Yep.
It looks like the Sacramento Kings and the Houston Rockets had an iron survivor match, and the Kings came out on top at the end of time. Yes, shout out to my boy HBK, had to do it one time. But the Rockets lose a close game with a lot of controversial calls at the end, especially against one Dylan Brooks. DJ, let's just jump right into it, man.
Gotta dive
After the
in,
game last night, how do you feel despite the loss?
Despite the loss, we're still the second seed in the West.
First and foremost.
Matter of fact, first and foremost, second seed in the West. Stand still, okay? I'm not trying to throw a parade and thing, but hey, it is what it is. The Kings, they can light the beam, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Hey, second seed in the West, y'all are down there playing, fighting for your lives, okay? Other than that, so it was a great game. I did think we were going to lose. It did look ugly in the third and mostly second. DeMar DeRozan was just having his way in the mid range. Sabonis was doing his thing, and then Malik Monk. Oh my goodness.
Monk, shout out to him. My man's balling out.
Yeah, I'll give him credit, I guess. Malik Monk balled out too, and they didn't really need Fox to They didn't really need Fox, you know. They didn't really say, hey Fox, we need you. Nah, because DeMar DeRozan and Malik Monk was doing their thing. Other than that, tough game to lose, especially on national TV.
Yeah.
It was good until the fourth quarter, I say half minute or you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. That whole game was just.
It was a lot of
it was a lot.
We were getting a lot of calls in the third and parts of the fourth.
Yeah.
And then once we started to get to the final 3 to 4 minutes, it looked like Sacramento was getting every single call.
Those last 3-4 minutes, it was literally Rockets versus the Kings and the refs. Because oh my goodness, some of those calls were questionable. And then I know the last call, or not the last call, but the second to last call of Dylan Brooks on an inbound where he fouled.
That was a horrible call.
Yeah, the last 2-minute report came out. They said that was indeed a foul. Here's what it is, but you cannot call that type of you just can't call that in that type of game without come on, that game was just amazing. That game was just amazing, and for us to come back and at least make it close.
Yeah.
I still have faith in this team. You know, the faith is not wavering. Hey, second seed in the West, I love it. I love it. Man.
I mean, that's about as good of a loss that you could have if you're gonna put up any kind of moral victories, considering the type of game it was. It felt like every haymaker the Rockets threw, the Kings had an answer back. DeMar DeRozan was on fire in the third and the fourth. Domantas Sabonis was on one in the first half. Then Malik Monk, he was just a dude that affected the game in every single facet in terms of points, rebounding, and assists.
Yeah, he was playing great.
He was playing well, man.
He was playing good
De'Aaron
defense,
Fox
too.
was kind of neutralized in the sense. I mean, that's a credit to Amen Thompson. I think he was the one who was taking De'Aaron Fox.
It was kind of a mixture because I think we put Dylan Brooks on him at one point. We put Jalen on him at one point. It was just kind of a mixture. I think they were just trying to find a mismatch in their offense, and then they just attack that. Because I know that first quarter and then most of the second quarter they were attacking Şengün.
Yeah,
they were eating Şengün alive, kind of sort of. So
I mean, the fourth quarter definitely made up for his mishaps during the game.
Those 3 defensive possessions. Oh my goodness. That block and then those 2 steals he had. I mean, look, it's the year of 2025, and no disrespect to Şengün, but he's not the best perimeter defender. But him locking up Malik Monk. Oh, my goodness, man. That had me hyped. So.
Dude, we were all seeing Şengün go down into the trenches, you would say, in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Trying to get those steals. That shows a lot of kind of a reflection of Ime and how these players just don't quit. And the Kings were up pretty big. What was their biggest lead? Like 13 to 15 points or so?
It was probably 15.
It felt like
15.
Every lead was almost insurmountable, but the Rockets would always find a way. Whether it was a Jalen spark, a Şengün spark, we even got some key points from Cam Whitmore. But, I want to touch on this guy. He's finally back after, 11 games? 12, 13 games?
Yeah, 12 games.
Tari's missed a lot of games, but Tari Eason.
No, it was 13.
It was 13?
13, yep.
A baker's dozen. My man, Tari Eason came back yesterday. Finally. Scored 16 points in his return. And it started out a little slow. My man missed 2 free throws literally in the first or second quarter, and the crowd went nuts. They all got free pizza. Toyota Center. I mean, it's cool to get free Whataburger, but can we get something in the stadium to feed the people?
Facts.
I mean, I'd be down for that. But the overall game that Tari did have was wonderful to see. To come back, be confident. He was like, 6 of 11, 6 of 10 from the field. He hit a couple key threes. And, just shout out to Tari Eason. With his return, DJ, what did you think and how did you feel seeing him finally on the court? And what kind of effect do you think he had throughout the game?
I can't speak. We're one step closer. There we go. One step closer to being a healthy team. I know Jabari, he's probably going to be out for maybe a few more weeks.
Yeah.
It takes time for a broken hand to heal. But Tari came back, and it's like nothing changed in his game. Like, he's still that same type of guy. He gets out on defense, and he give you everything on offense. It's just, again, same thing with same problem I have with his team, free throws. He got to make his free throws.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Mama Eason is hitting him with the newspaper saying, hey, you need to make your free throws, buddy. And it wasn't just him only. It wasn't just him only. It was almost the whole team. But Tari Eason back like he never left. 13 games. We missed him. We did miss him.
Absolutely we did.
Even though we were winning games without our two main, or one of our two main pieces in Jabari and Tari. But, having him, back, one step closer to being a healthy team, and then, we can unleash on this league. So,
yeah, I mean, it was a very necessary spark for him to come off the bench. I mean, I enjoyed seeing Jayshawn Tate back on the court, but
I kind of wanted him to play last night.
I'm not going to lie, me too. Me and you were in agreement in that. I mean, Jayshawn Tate not being on the court means that Tari Eason is back, but I felt like Jayshawn Tate definitely could have had an impact in terms of how everything played out throughout the game. He was just another stout defender that you could put potentially in the perimeter and in the paint. He's a big body.
Yeah.
He's someone you can depend on. But for Tari, the energy that he brought was so refreshing. It was so nice to have him back in terms of adding another piece that can defend the perimeter.
Right.
No offense to Jayshawn Tate, but Tari Eason is definitely a little bit better. I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's definitely amongst the top perimeter defenders throughout the league, especially for the young guns. I mean, it was so nice. But at the end of the game, we did see him foul DeMar DeRozan. And I'm not going to lie, I'll chalk that up to a little bit of fatigue. It was the end of the game. You could tell that he was so frustrated with himself on that foul because he brought his hand down just a little bit, and he knew as soon as DeMar put up that shot, you could see the dejection. And that just shows a lot about his understanding and awareness. It's just a matter of him shaking off the rust. And it's okay, that was just one play in a plethora of good plays that went Sacramento's way that led to the victory. But
I think I think DeMar just kind of turned back the clock last night.
It's like he was in Toronto.
Like mid-range demon.
Dude.
I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's just when he gets in that mid-range, he cannot miss. And I'm thinking, okay, good defense, but it's like, it goes in. It goes in. What?
I mean, we saw Dylan Brooks with some good possessions on DeMar, and DeMar were just like, cooked him.
Yes,
and it was like good defense, but better offense.
Exactly.
And it's horrible. But, I do want to give a shout out to everyone else last night in terms of performance. I mean, Amen Thompson, 20 points, 11 rebounds?
I think 10 rebounds.
10 rebounds, and then Şengün had 20 points and 11. We got double-doubles all over the place. Jalen Green, 28 points.
Yes, sir.
He shot 50% from the field.
Amazing.
Efficiency is becoming a thing for this man. But, DJ, with the other guys, I know that we kind of touched lightly on LP. Let's touch on Amen. The effect that we saw in his game last night was huge.
Facts.
And, I mean, against a team like Sacramento that's playing, that might be considered the hottest team in the league right now. We did all we could with what we had. We were so close. But Amen Thompson, man, like, it's so difficult to even think about the possibility of this man going back to the bench. But for you, can you just elaborate on your feelings on Amen currently?
Yeah, there's no reason he shouldn't be starting when this whole team's healthy. He's amazing when he starts. The stats speak for itself. I think he's like 17, 10, and like...
Yeah, it's like 17, 11, and 3 in the games. And we're 9-2 when he starts.
Yeah, like a 6'6" dude is grabbing like almost over 10 boards a game. In his one game, he almost grabbed 20. Like, you have to start that type of talent. And unfortunately, somebody in the starting lineup has to go to the bench. Me personally...
Who do you think? Who's the guy you're putting on the bench?
I'm putting Dylan on the bench. I'm putting Dylan Brooks on the bench. And I love Dylan. But y'all know I'm Dylan the villain FC all the way. You know, I'm Dylan FC all the way. But at the same time, if you have to do what's best for this team, you have to put Dylan on the bench. His play has kind of regressed a little. He's shot chucking more. He's, demanding the ball a little bit more as he was in the beginning of the season. But
is he shooting like 30% from 3 in the month of January too?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So yeah, I me personally, when everybody's back healthy, I would send Dylan to the bench. And if he is the vet that we think he is, if he is a mature person, I mean, all the guys on the team are mature.
Yeah.
But if he's for the team, he would like, okay, I'll do it. I'll come off the bench with Tari and Cam and whatever, and we'll just make noise too. So. Me personally, Amen should be starting for the rest of the season. And then next year we'll figure that out and who's still here, who's not. But right now, if we want our best case scenario to win, it has to be Amen in the starting lineup, and somebody has to go to the bench. And me personally, Dylan Brooks has to go to the bench.
I'm not going to lie to you, DJ. Yeah. I'm surprised you picked Dylan, but I will say one more thing. I agree with you. And you know why? Like you stated, being a veteran and being an important piece and understanding your part in the team and the overall success for the team. Yeah. For Dylan, I think that him coming off the bench, even playing with Steven Adams and being a part of the bench brigade as a vet, would do good for him. And it'd also be good for the team. Yeah. When Jabari comes back, I think that the type of play that he has and the type of defense, his length, his shooting, I think that there are arguments for both sides. Yeah. But I just prefer that Jabari be out there with Şengün. It adds size, it adds length, and it gives someone else that can come from the weak side and block a shot. And Dylan can't do that. Yeah. And we've seen how Dylan's been defending more fours since Amen's been out there. Yep. And that might be a reason for why Dylan is not as effective. Yeah. He's guarding players that he has to exert a little bit more effort for. Minutes have gone up, and his shooting has gone down. I mean, I don't want to say that it's because of that directly, but it can correlate. And I think that him going to the bench will give him the opportunity to also shoot a little bit more and maybe lead a little bit of a charge from the bench. And he can, when he comes off the bench, maybe he can play with a little bit of Jaylen. And then to start the second quarter, Fred VanVleet will lead the team to play a little slower. Yeah. It gives more of an opportunity for Dylan to get shots in the mid-range or even his threes that he usually loves to shoot, So, I mean, overall, we're in agreement. Amen's got to stay. Yeah, he's got to stay in the starting lineup. And his backcourt partner, well, technically, they're not the backcourt because Fred is the starting point guard.
Oh, and we needed Fred last night.
We did. We definitely did.
Needed Fred last
and, I mean, I know that we've given Fred a lot of flack this year, but we definitely needed him. Yeah.
Facts.
But let's touch on the main man, the man that's just been completely killing the game since Thanksgiving. Jaylen Ramonde Green.
Jaylen mother effing Green, man.
Yo, bro.
Hey.
We just got to touch on it. He had 28 points last night. He shot 50% from the field. I think he only hit 2 or 3 threes last night. But it's the kind of confidence that we saw. He had 4 threes.
4 threes.
Ooh, I love it. 4 threes for my man. I'm going to say this. Despite the loss, there were some things that I loved that I saw from Jaylen. those two threes at the end, to keep us close were very clutch. But it's just a matter of decision making. Granted, he did have a couple turnovers at the end. He's not perfect because he definitely did. That's definitely a partial of responsibility for Jaylen in terms of the loss. But at the same time, I was very impressed with his decision making and understanding of when to shoot and when to pass. His feel for the game has it's become so much better in the past 2 months.
He looks more comfortable.
Absolutely.
He looks very more comfortable.
You can tell that Ime trusts him just a little bit more now. What I do want to say and mention is, he had that wide open shot at the end. He missed. And after the game, Will posted this. Shout out to Will. He posted it out. But when Jaylen missed a shot, and after the buzzer, he didn't dap up anybody. My man went straight to the locker room.
Yep.
That kind of energy, DJ.
I think him and Shingo
I wanted to
did
ask
that.
you.
Yep.
Like, seeing that, I mean, granted, people might judge it and be like, he's a sore loser.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
DJ, that kind of energy, seeing that, how do you feel about Jaylen's performance and that exit against Sacramento?
Well, I'm going to speak on the exit first, and this is from an athlete's perspective. Like,
there you go.
Any level, high school, college, semi-pro, pro, it don't matter. Nobody likes to lose. Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen any flack from Jaylen leaving, but nobody likes to lose. Now, could he? Yes. But in that type of game, bro, and him missing that shot, he's thinking, okay, I should have made that shot. Or if I would have made it, we would have been in overtime. It would have been a different situation. I wouldn't get the flack he would receive for that, but I kind of understand. At the end of the day, you have to be professional about it, but you got to look on the other side of the bridge too. I missed a shot to give my team to overtime. You know what I'm saying? Give my team a chance to win this game. So I'm not really gonna like
fault him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also shows he got that dog in him.
Exactly.
He got that dog in him, man. Hey, he probably think, okay, I got y'all next time. Well, next time I'm in that situation, I'm going to hit it. Yep. I'm going to hit the shot, and it's going to be a totally different outcome. So I like to see that. I kind of like to see that from Jaylen. It showed, like, him and Shingu did it. They didn't dap nobody else. They went straight to the locker room.
I love that.
Hey, you look at the film, let's bounce back, and whoever in our way next time, hey, they going to have to get this work. So, but overall, Jaylen's performance has been amazing. Like we said before, he looks more comfortable on the court. He's making better decisions. He could limit the turnovers more, but again,
it's all part of the growth.
Yeah, he's showing why the Rockets picked him number 2.
Exactly.
The scoring is there. He's attacking the paint more. He doesn't care who's in the paint. Because I'm gonna go back to the Memphis Grizzlies game. He I think it was down to the wire. I think it was the last couple seconds.
Yep.
He went straight at Brandon Clark. Brandon Clark is what, 6'10" to 6'11". Jaylen like 6'4", 6'5". And Jaylen knows, hey, I'm more athletic than this guy. You might be taller than me, but I know I can jump over you and I can get this shot up and get it in. And that's what he did. Same thing last night. He took on, I think it was Malik Monk, and so I think Sabonis was in the paint, went straight at them and made the layup. You love to see that in that type of player.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, Udoka, Ime, he's drawing plays. He's drawing up plays for him. The last play where Jaylen missed a 3, it was a play for him.
Oh, man. It was perfect.
Perfect.
It was
wide
executed.
Open. Yeah, executed perfect. Wide open. It just didn't fall in. Not every shot's going to fall in, man. I mean, unless you're Steph Curry playing in Toyota Center. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
What a statement.
Unless you Steph Curry playing in Toyota Center, every shot is not going to fall in. But yeah.
It's true,
that's what you love. You love to see that from Jaylen. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad he's gotten out that little funk because it was looking nasty.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were having, it was like different conversations on the timeline. Should we trade Jaylen to Phoenix for Book? Should we trade him there for Book? Now it's, we don't even need Book, or we shouldn't even trade for this, that, and the third.
Yep. Isn't that an amazing feeling?
Yeah, we got a big 3 on our hands. Amir, Sengun, and Jaylen. Keep that together. That has potential.
I agree.
That has potential. If you want to keep 1 or 2 players from the core 7 on this team, that's fine. But it's going to be easy to build around, those 3 because guess what? That a day in, a day out, or whenever, they're going to perform.
Yep.
They're going to perform. I'm proud of Jaylen. I'm glad he's being more consistent.
Yep.
I'm glad he's making doing better decision making. I trust him. Even when he gets the ball, I'm not like, oh, Jesus, don't turn it over. Oh,
Yep.
Jesus, don't put nothing stupid up. No, I trust, like, I'm over here, oh, yeah, he about to get a bucket. Like, I'm just like.
Every time.
I'm giddy.
That's how it feels, bro.
No pun intended. I'm giddy when he gets the ball every time. You know why? Because he's a certified fucking bucket, man. So, yeah, I love it. I love it, man.
I love that you're talking him up.
Yeah.
Because you're basically explaining what we've all seen.
Yeah.
And we all heard last night what Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny Smith said on TNT.
Yep.
Post game, they show Jalen, and all of them just go, "That's an all-star right there."
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Green, all-star.
Yep.
DJ, we got it. We got to touch on it just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances to you, and what do you think about the potential possibility of a Jalen Green? We know he's not going to be the popular vote, but we do have a coach's vote for
coach's
the
vote.
reserves.
Yep.
DJ, what do you think about the possibility of Jalen Green becoming an all-star this year?
I think, and I'm going to sound like a Debbie Downer, I think the possibility, even though he's been playing great, the possibility is kind of slim.
Yes.
If he would have, like, let's just say, not have that bad stretch of games in November or December, then yeah, I'll be like, okay, he 100% gonna be all-star. Coach is gonna, nah. It's just my only reasoning for him not being an all-star this year is just that bad stretch of games he had, and we never know. Maybe the coaches vote, they reward winning. You know what I'm saying? They reward winning. They give us 2 all-stars in Şengün and Jaylen, but you never know. I mean, popular vote, obviously he's not in the top 10. We don't know where he's at.
Norman Powell's beating him. That's obnoxious.
I don't get that.
That's so dumb.
But at the same time, like, Norman Powell has been, like, more consistent than him, kind of. You know, I'm not, and like I said, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm just speaking facts. You can't drop 4 points and 6 points, 5 points, 9 points, or heck, you can't drop 50 points and be inconsistent and then like look, nah. Norman Powell, I'll give him his flowers. He's been looking like a good. I think is this his first year with the Clippers?
I don't remember.
So.
It's like first or second.
I think he's looking like one of the best bench players in the league. I'm pretty sure he's gonna win 6 man. You know, barring injury. But that's the one thing I give Norman Powell over Jalen, consistency, man. And then but it's gonna be tough. I think it does come down to that coach's vote. Is there another vote?
It's just basically the popular vote is all based on fans, and that's like the starting lineups.
Yeah.
And then the reserves will be based on coaches' vote.
Ooh.
And then I do think that there's like a final all-star voted in at the end, maybe an extra roster spot, but I don't remember.
Because I
haven't focused on the all-star, to be honest.
So I thought, I thought everything was just dictated on fans and coaches. I thought, starting lineup is fans and coaches, and then I think starting
lineup is straight up fans.
Yeah, starting lineup is straight up fans. Okay, so I think it's slim, but again, if he makes it, okay, cool.
We ain't mad at that.
I'm not mad. It's just like I told you, it's just the factors I told y'all, and it's kind of slim.
Yeah.
So, keep it up. Just keep it up, Jalen. Let the coaches. Hey, you keep balling out. You and Şengün keep balling out. You let these coaches know, hey, we for real. We're here. We're contending. Hey, give us our flowers. Let us be all stars. Hey, I don't care if they play 1 second in the All-Star game in February. They're still all-stars. You look in the resume, it's going to say all-star 2024. So, or not 2024, 2025. I apologize. 2025. I apologize. I'm still stuck in 2024. My bad.
Yeah.
But slim. It's slim.
No, it's fair. That's fair. I think that you're very realistic, and you're not wrong. What I'm going to say is this. I believe that if the coaches don't believe in the narratives, right? We've all seen the inconsistencies with the Jaylen Green, and we've seen him get hot this month and even get hot in parts of December. The slow November definitely hurt his stock.
Yeah.
But I will say that Norman Powell did start out really quick. He started out hot, but he hasn't been performing to the standards of expectations that we've seen of him recently. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of ebbs and flows to this. What I would say is I think that if Jalen decides to, well, I wouldn't say decide. Let's not say that. Let's say that if he does play well till the end of the month and then maybe like the first week of February, I think that we could potentially see it just based on coaches being like, what has he done for me lately?
Yeah.
I mean, we're the second seed in the West.
Facts.
And if we don't have any All-Star,
Oh, yeah,
I think
that's a big problem.
That'd be nuts. And then, all that does is inflate Ime Udoka's resume for Coach of the Year. But, at this point, we'll worry about that when we cross that bridge.
Yeah.
It's All-Star time.
You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. Let's just say that happens. Knock on wood, right? We get no All-Stars. Man, that, like you said, that helps Udoka case. He took a team to the playoffs with no All-Stars, man.
Yep.
Hey, give my man the Coach of the Year if that happens. But I think we at least get Şengün in.
I think Şengün will definitely be a part of the All-Star game. I think he'll get in just based on merit.
Yeah.
He was so close last year, and I think this year he crosses that bridge.
Yeah.
Jaylen, if he can average about 25 to 28 to going into February, I think it's a possibility. He might get the last spot. And then if there's an injury, he could definitely get that as well.
Yep.
So there's still that hope. Not everyone is going to play. It's very rare that there's going to be like everyone that is voted in, coaches and fan vote, do stick to it. You know what I mean? It's not everybody. Yeah. So we'll see. Who knows? But make sure everybody. And today's Friday, so I think it's 3 times the votes today. But you won't see this till tomorrow, so it doesn't even matter. But make sure to vote in Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, and everyone on the Rockets. Or vote your favorite players. But you got to make sure to get those first 3 guys.
Make sure you get the main 3.
Those first 3. Okay, but. Before we move on, DJ, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor, J Bar M Barbecue. Yo, everyone, they're out in East Downtown, our favorite barbecue spot, Apollo's favorite barbecue spot, minutes from Toyota Center. Make sure to go check them out. They got daily specials Monday through Friday. Today's Friday. It's Fish Fry Friday. And let me tell you, that fried fish goes hard. Their coleslaw, those fries, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. So everyone, pull up, show out, go enjoy yourselves and grab some grub and some barbecue over at J Bar M Barbecue. DJ, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't looked at the schedule. Who are we playing tomorrow? Is it Portland?
It's Portland.
Okay, so we are playing Portland. Man, I remembered. Look at that, guys. Can't insult me. I may be old, but I still got memory. All right? We are playing Portland tomorrow.
9:00 game. It's going to be late.
I hate these late starts. I ain't going to lie. I'm too old for that shit.
I'm too old for that.
You already know, bro. But we're going to do it. It is the Texas Trinity 3 keys to the game. And, DJ, I want you to give me your 3 keys for the Rockets to beat the Portland Trailblazers. And give me final score, bro.
All right. Key number 1, make your free throws. My goodness. I think if we do make our free throws from the Kings game, that would be different.
Yeah.
But it happens. Make your free throws. When you're on that free throw line, make your free throws. Take your time. I know we practiced that with Coach. I wanted to translate in the game as well. Number 2, please. I know the last time we played them, who went off? Was it Simons or Grant?
I don't remember, but I know we played them on a back-to-back.
Yeah,
we beat them that Friday, and then they beat us that Saturday, the next day.
Yep. Please, just don't let nobody have a good game. Play good defense. Great defense. Set the tone on defense. Please set the tone on defense. And number 3, come out in that first half hot. I know y'all are still steaming from that Kings game. I know y'all probably pissed off. Hey, take that anger out on the Trailblazers, man.
I like that.
That I like that too. Hey, and final score, I'm predicting a blowout. Like I said, we were mad from that Kings game. I think Jalen has a phenomenal game too. I'm predicting a 30-piece Jalen game, and I'm predicting a 25-10 game-ish from Şengün, and obviously Amen Thompson is going to give you whatever because that's Amen Excellency Thompson.
I love it. I love it.
Final score, I'm going to say 125 to 101. Rockets win, baby. Come on.
Straight
Rockets
blowout.
win.
I like
Straight
that.
blowouts.
24-point victory. Was it the Moda Center? Is that
Yeah,
what they're-
Moda Center.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
We're gonna hop into Portland. We're about to knock that ass out. You know what I'm saying? But let me give you my 3 keys. First key, dominate the rebounding. We're already the strongest rebounding team in basketball. We get the most second chance points. Or, I mean, the most, or are we just ranked first? I don't know exactly what that means.
We're up there, though.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely amongst the tops. Dominate the boards to get the second chance points. Just dominate. So key number 2, our big 3. I need Alp, Jalen, and Amen to set the tone for everyone else and lead the way. Just what they did in Sacramento was exactly the right way in terms of box score.
Yeah.
Jalen, Alp, and Amen as the top 3 scorers, top 3 contributors. That's what we need. We need the big 3 to show up and show out and ensure that Portland gets 0 confidence after this game.
Yeah.
And 3, revenge. Get your revenge.
Yeah,
not just on Sacramento, but Portland beat you last time. And this is a lowly team.
I just looked at that box score. Yeah, Simons, Grant, and Shaedon Sharp went off. I need
Bro,
revenge.
they employ Scoot Henderson. And
Revenge.
I was big on Scoot Henderson.
Yep.
Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong about Scoot. But just dominate. Don't even allow them to get any sort of confidence in this game.
Yep.
And blow them out. And I'm gonna make one bold prediction. Amen Thompson triple-double tomorrow.
Ooh.
Amen Thompson triple-double tomorrow.
I like that one.
And final score. Oh.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Final score. Drop the final score.
Final score is 120-99.
I like that one.
Can I drop a bold prediction?
Go on, Kamish.
I'm behind the camera right now. But Jaylen Green drops a career high.
Oh, I like that.
Jaylen Green left to the locker room. He was super pissed. He's going to carry that in the next game.
Yep.
I predict between a 45 to 50-piece Nuggets.
Oh, my God.
Jaylen Green,
50
baby,
bomb?
and a blowout. Let's go.
45 to
Damn,
50 bomb.
50
I like
points
that.
in Portland.
I
That'd
like
be pretty
that.
fire.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Hello.
I'd be down with that. I'd be down with
Yep,
that.
I would too.
Yo, I mean, a career high from Jalen. Shit, I feel like we've been seeing career highs like every other game recently. So, you know what, Kenny? I'm with that. I need that energy.
Yep.
I need it. Well, DJ, let's hope for a dub. But before we go home here, DJ, please tell them where they can find you, brother.
They can find me on Twitter, Hustletown Season. That's it. You're not getting my Instagram.
You're not getting
unless
Instagram.
you follow Apollo Media
It's
on
not
Instagram.
happening.
Unless you follow me Apollo Media on Instagram, you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? So
You ain't seeing shit.
you ain't seeing shit.
But guys, before I take us out, make sure to come out tomorrow to Big City Wings. It is the Houston Texans versus Kansas City Chiefs
Them damn
AFC
Chiefs.
divisional round game. We will be at Big City Wings Marquee. Kickoff is at 3:30. Make sure to come out, hang out. So by the time that this releases, it'll probably be Saturday. So if you see it late tonight or early Saturday morning, change your plans. Come out to Big City Wings
Don't
Marquee.
watch the game at home.
There
Bring
you
your
go.
ass to Big City.
There you go.
And come watch the game with us, man.
There
Let's
you go.
vibe out and
Hang
have
out
fun.
with your boys from Apollo.
Facts.
Let's have a good time.
Facts.
All right. Make sure to follow me on socials at JP_Mirabueno. Make sure to follow the podcast on Twitter at Summit SOMPOD. Follow us on Instagram at Summit State of Mind _POD. And make sure to follow all of us over at Apollo HOU on all socials. And since you're here, I forgot to do it last episode. Don't forget to super kick that subscribe button on YouTube. There you go. We are at 13.4K subs right now. Can you get us to 13.5? We need to make it happen by the end of the weekend. Let's make it happen, guys. And before we go, Royal Rumble Watch Party, February 1st. Come
Yeet.
hang out with your boys
Yeet.
from Apollo Wrestling, the Wrestle Era podcast. All of us will be there. Hang out, and show out.
Facts.
Come to Pitch 25, guys. You want to hang out with us? Let's go support East Downtown. Come hang out, and we'll have some contests. Hopefully, we'll have some vendors, and maybe we'll have some surprise guests. You never know. But make sure
Never
to
know
come.
I soul my soul up. Bring your ass, Bring your ass, man.
No. Hello.
Hello.
But DJ, give us the word, bro.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Good episode.